Hi guys. I am so excited to be here. Welcome to my YouTube channel. This is your girl Olive and I am so happy. Though I'm feeling weak, today is my day off, but I am feeling weak. I'm not feeling well, though I decided, or I have decided, to share with you something small, and that is my first time to think about buying a car that I really wanted so bad, that I really admired. I didn't mind which car, I did not mind, but I wanted a car. Guys, it's so crazy. Getting my first car. Thinking about buying a car, it started when I was really young. I think like 10 years. When I was growing up, I promised my father two things. One was to build a house for him, and the second was to buy a car for him. But guess what? I haven't bought for him. So the day I decided that I wanted a car was, I think, in my secondary school, when I used to see many women around, like driving cars, and I admire them, you know. Seeing just a woman inside the car used to excite me so much. So I got that urge. Is it called an urge? That urge that I'm going to buy a car in my secondary school, because I used to see some parents coming in cars, and my father never had one. I remember we had cars, like two, when I was still young, very young. But I don't know what happened after. I don't know what happened after, because we are so many. I think my dad decided to concentrate on school fees and he sold most of them. But I remember very well when I was growing up, we had cars, like two of them. Like two of them. So, guys, I used to admire ladies in like driving. When I reached, I think like at campus, I used to see very young girls in town driving around, and I would really feel good. I would admire them, and I'm like, one day I am going to buy a car. Whether it is small, like how there are these cars that used to have big lights. They are called machete, sort of. So very small, but I would be like, even if I buy that one, just sitting in the car would be the best time of my life. I started working at campus. Every holiday I would get a gig. Every holiday at least I would get a job of 100,000, 150, 200, and I go back to school, to the university, when I had some little money with me. So I would keep saving, whether it is 20,000, whether it is 30,000, I would keep saving that money just because I wanted to buy a car. In my vacation, I think, let's go back a little bit. In my vacation, I used to work at my brother's school. It was a primary school. They used to pay me 100. I also saved it. So by the time I went to campus, I had like 800 with me. I had like 800 because I was staying home and I would not spend any money. Why am I sweating? So I would not spend like any money. I topped up on that money. So by the time I'm in my third year, I had like 2 million with me. Yes, like 2 million with me. I kept on saving just for the car. But I remembered after campus, immediately after campus, before I graduated, I got another job. I was paid some good money because I was a good student at the university and I was being paid 500 shillings. You can imagine. By that time, it was a lot of money because I used to work for like 100, 150, 200. But 500, wow. I was like, this time. But I remembered that I'd promised myself that I have to build home. We had a good house, but not the house I really wanted, a house like I really wanted. So that house, I talked to my father, my siblings, so we decided to start building. So I forgot about the car. That was 2019. Yes, 2019. So 2020 we started building. It took us like 1 year to finalize building. So after building, I was like, it's time for the car. But remember, when you're planning for the car, you have this, you have that you have to settle. The money is very little and the car wants a lot of money. Remember, I had spent all the money on the construction, the little I had, everything. It was 2021. Yes, it was 2021. I again thought about buying a car, but the money was very little. I started buying a few things, a few investments, so that I can top up the money. But the money was very little, baby. So I waited until the right time. That right time, it was 2023. No, 2022. I decided that I'm going to save. Every month I would save 400 shillings, 400,000 shillings for the car. By the end of the year, I had some little money with me. By the end of the year, I had some little money with me. So 2023, yes, 2023, I also topped up some money because I had invested in a few things, in a few animals. I sold them, I topped up. Now started thinking about which car to buy. You guys, buying a car can take a lot of time. We started looking for the car like 4 months. It was August. We started looking for the car. It was August, and we got a car. In the next year, in the other year. So it was 2022, the savings and all that, and I bought a car in 2023, January. Guess the excitement. It was really, I think it was really, let me call it what? Oh, it was excitement. That day, I was not excited like the way I thought. I was still like in denial. Is it me that has bought a car? I was still like shocked, perplexed. I didn't know how to feel that day. I came, I was really calm, very calm that day. There was no excitement. I thought I would be excited and I'd be all over, I've bought a car. I didn't even tell anyone until the next day. Until the next day, I think now, I started to believe that I had bought a car. You can imagine. I would look at it and be like, oh wow, you are so great. So every time you really need like something, always use your tongue. Pray to God and just wait for the right time. I never thought like one day I would be there and I am driving, you guys. I never thought that, because like from day one, I really admired people like to find you in your car. Let me tell you something. It was 2022. It was 2022 in September. Yes, 2022 in September, when rain hit me for a week. Every morning I have to go to work. It's me with the keys. I have to open up the office. I would wake up. I really thank my husband, because really he sacrificed a lot. I would wake up. It's raining outside. It's already 7 a.m. and by 8 you have to be at office, whether it's raining, whether it's not raining, whether you're feeling weak, you have to go. But that week, I think, was like an eye-opener for me, like to know, you know what, Olive, you really need a car. And I have my friends, those that contributed, they helped me with some money that was missing, so that I can pay by cash. Then after, I pay them slowly. Yes, that's how I got my first car. My father was excited. I called him the following day. He was excited. My mother was excited. Everyone was like, oh, congratulations, congratulations. And I would feel high, and I was like, hey, I've made it. So guys, I was still telling you, when you need something, you feel you need it, just say it in your heart, start working on it, and you're going to have it. You are going to have it, trust me. I never thought that one day. You guys, you don't know what it means when it is raining and you know, like, it has no effect on you, whether it rains or it doesn't. So I'm telling those guys that really need to have something, keep on, guys, keep on. When the right time comes, just know everything will fall into a place. You don't know how, you don't know when, but just get prepared, because still they say success doesn't find you. No, it has to find you when you are prepared. you cannot, the opportunity cannot look for you. You have to look for the opportunity. You know? That is it, guys. Every time I look at my car, I'm like, thank God, thank God. Just believe in what you really want. Work on it, and everything is going to be okay. Trust me. See you guys. Hope this has helped someone. This has inspired someone that is working on things and they are not moving. Things are going to be okay, because this has taken me how many years? Since I was young. How many years am I? Yeah. Anytime, any day, you are going to be okay. You are going to have what you prayed for. And whenever you get it, don't forget where you got it from. Pray to God that it is kept safe. That it is really, really safe. And pray for God's provision. Anyway, I'd forgotten something. I was wondering, when I buy a car, how am I going to manage to maintain the car, the service fee, and the fuel? But guess what? God cannot give you something you cannot maintain. God cannot give you something you cannot manage. Right now, I don't worry even about the fuel. I don't worry about the service fee. I see everything just falling into a place. When it is time, I get the service money, I get the fuel money. Everything is really, really sorted. So trust in the Lord, and everything is going to happen. See you guys.